Hello and welcome back to the 22nd episode of the Boundless Shores here on the Drunkards and Dumbasses YouTube channel. I am your, here's a good one. I am your numerically challenged Dungeon Master Wes. Back at it again. I've been on a writing spree, you guys. I've been prepping session I finished writing this prep and then I fucking wrote the next session and then the next session. So that's why I was like, which episode are we on? Because I was literally writing episode 23 last night. But we're on episode 22. Today, of course, we're joined by my lovely editor who was just telling us his tales of woe of uploading the last, I guess, Boundless Shores episodes. So in future, the episodes might be a little bit more consistent as he's taking on a lot more in his life. Be patient with us, be patient with him. The episodes will be up at least by the weekend. We're hoping for Saturdays. We'll work it out. We'll let you know. Just be patient with the uploads. So of course we're joined by my good friend, the editor Liam. We're also joined by V. We're joined by James. We're joined by Owen. We're joined by Adrian. Only for a limited time this session, unfortunately. He's also taken on a lot more in his life, and he's now working nights, so he can only join us for about half the session, or a little bit less. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend. We're also joined by our friend Nate. So when last we left the normals after completing the trials to gain access into the heart of the Temple of Veras, Yonatan was awarded a scepter of Veras. Has abilities unnamed as of yet to Yonatan. And they were warned of a mysterious darkness spreading across as Varys showed them a leaf being plagued with darkness, with dark veins running towards its decaying stalk and its shriveled leaves. And he spoke to Calduin and Orgolan, saying that the cries of their family has been carried through to them, and they can guide them back to the Ashen Sea in Valebridge, where our journey began. But as they were teleported, something was very off. A snowstorm is plaguing the once vigorously hot. I don't know, vigorously. That's not the right word.
Desolate?
Desolate heat, fucking Hujmola wasteland. And as they were pondering on where to pick up their journey, Vera spoke to them in their ear and told Calduin to search his roots. Thus, deducing, Calduin began leading the normals back to his old hometown of Heku, the fallen Ashurati colony where the remaining Ashurati Calduin is from. But as they were traversing over the landscape, they were ambushed by a pack of sand hunters, a sand mutt-like creature that feeds on sand scrap and fallen adventurers. Where we're gonna pick up with Amarath, because we only have a limited time with him. Also, I wrote it at first in my script anyways, so Amarath, after raising your sword ceremoniously with the group as you were teleported by the golden green light of druidic magic, instead of the harsh, intense cold that the rest of the normals were met with, you feel a dull chill wash over you, familiar to your dream. As you open your eyes, um, you see the crystalline blue, purple, magenta, and teal cave walls. Um, your blade still pointed upward into the air as you were teleported here.
Um, how well is the lighting in here?
It's a low light in here.
Okay.
The light, it's not coming from anything in particular. That just the vibrancy of the crystals just seem to carry a certain shine to them.
I kind of look around. I'm like, guys, kind of
Your
like
party
think, yeah.
nowhere to be seen.
Um, kind of confused, thinking that they kind of left me behind, presuming that they came to the same place. Uh, I kind of start to make my way down the cave looking for them.
As you begin to descend down this cave, you feel the similar arcanic hum that dances through the cave and into your mind as you descend further. It's hard to describe as it feels like a gust of wind, like a warm summer breeze, but it carries a choir of mysterious noises that just trigger your intrigue and your and as you're descending further into the cave, uh, y- along the left side of the crystalline walls, you see a skeleton atop a stool.
Okay. Okay. Um, give me 1 second. Gotta pull up my spell book because writing them down is just too much. Okay. No, I don't have that one. Okay. Actually, can I use detect magic on it?
As you begin to center in and focus on your detect magic, the dull light in this cave begins to glow almost to a point where you have to squint your eyes how bright it is. Magic is imbued into the crystalline walls. The skeleton in front of you, although, has a weird nothing. Everything else
Hmm.
is super magical, and the skeleton is just not void of magic, but even more so than that.
It's
Like it's almost like it's not able to be affected. It's just gone.
that's not normal. Kind of like place my hand on top of the skeleton's head and like kind of stroke the top of its head as I walk past it.
And as you touch the skeleton head, all you hear is just a crick of bones beginning to just move as you see a single yellow draconic eye open from the darkness like an eyelid from the left eye.
Um, I gotta find the spell. Oh my god. Uh, I don't know if I actually have the spell yet or not. That's why I'm looking for it. Uh, Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm kind of going to like kind of stumble back without like falling over, but like almost in shock of what's going on.
And the arcanic hum begins to morph and carry something, a dull tone. And as you just listen for a moment, hearing this deep tone, a voice is heard. A voice you've heard just once in your dream prior. A piece of advice, ambitious one. The path you walk is a dangerous one. I was amused by your ethics, but alas, dark magic takes more than it gives.
Dark magic. Who are you?
I am a watchful eye, but do not look to me for comfort, for a wizard must find strength in their spells alone.
My spells alone.
A purple mage hand materializes and grabs something from the stool. It floats towards it floats towards you, and it opens it, revealing a small stone carved into a tombstone, only about the size of your palm, with runes etched into the front.
I kind of reach out my hand to take it from the purple mage hand floating in front of me.
A token of friendship and intrigue. Speaking of, look to the crystals behind you.
I, as I take the token away from the mage hand, I turn around to look at the crystals.
As you grab the tombstone from the mage hand vanishes, as well as the skeleton crumples to the ground. Turning behind you, looking uh, into the crystalline wall, beyond the fractured reflection of yourself and the complex makeup of the crystals, you see five familiar figures walking into a large, dark, stone-tiled room. And as you're looking as these five individuals who look like the companions that you've traveled with for the last 2 or so days, you see a sixth figure with a long bushy beard and kind of a slouched posture and kind of long dark robes as you see yourself walking among them, where our camera is going to pan and fade to a flurry of sand in the air, uh, and harsh winds blowing with flakes of snow and uh, small frozen raindrops kind of whipping about, catching up with the five of you in the middle of the ashen sea, kind of being your vision cloaked by this sandstorm. Um, after the five of you have dealt with the sand hunters, your blood hunter and druid collapse on the ground. The druid, previously cascaded in a blanket of green fire, like he was, and he was like not like himself. He's unaware of his own actions now. After exploding and dealing a bit of damage to you guys, he also passed out alongside Calduin. As any of you can feel free to pick up, as it is only V, Tobin, and Orgolan still standing.
Uh, can I start looting the body that I'm over?
Is there anything particular on this dog that you're interested in?
What was the weapon he had? Was it a sword or was it a
It was his
club
mouth.
or an
Oh, and
axe?
they're dogs.
Oh, never mind.
Can you help them, Beckett?
Yeah, I'm gonna run over to Calduin and just
I'm gonna follow and say, just let me know if you need anything.
and I'll poke him with a healing dart because that's all I have right now.
Didn't you make healing potions?
And you all have a healing potion each in Calduin's bag from the Faceseer.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'll
Right.
just pop him one of those then. I'll just pop him one of those and give him that.
Okay, go ahead and roll 1d8 plus your constitution, Calduin.
That is a 7.
That's plus whatever your constitution is.
Yeah, that's a 7 total.
You see Yonathan's unconscious body. He's breathing, but very shakingly. You can see burn wounds kind of his on his skin, on his hands, kind of on his neck, and a bit onto his face. And from what you can see in his burned clothing, you can kind of see burns as well.
Can I try and like cover the wounds since they're not gonna heal with us like with the healing potion I gave him? Can I try to like just make sure the wounds don't get worse?
You can give me a heal potion as well as just a heal check
Uh-huh.
to tend to his wounds.
If you were if you were given that one potion to Yonatan, can I grab another one from the bag and give it to Calduin?
Well, I thought they healed Calduin first, and now are moving
Yeah.
to Yonatan.
Oh, I didn't know it was that. I don't remember. Okay.
Um
Yeah, Calduin just got 7 plus his constitution and hit points, and is stable on the ground. And now
Yeah.
they're healing Yonatan.
Okay.
So the healing potion on Yonatan is only 5.
5 plus your constitution.
That's 5 total.
No, they're like the ingester's constitution.
Oh, okay, then that's 3.
So 3 plus whatever your constitution is, Mr. Yonatan.
Oh, my bad. 3 plus my con modifier.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, so you heal 5 hit points.
Okay. And then my heal check was a 24.
24 as you grab some gauze and begin to wrap up his worst wounds, and you kind of whip up a small remedy to tend to his lesser ones. His breathing finally steadies as both Calduin and Yonatan open their eyes.
Is it over yet?
Kinda. Depend what your definition of over is.
life.
Yeah, we got the dog things,
No.
but
Dang it.
yeah, we took care of those. But how far are we from the place you're taking us?
How far would we be, Russ?
Roll me a survival check.
You got it, sure. There you are. Hey, not 20.
Woot.
Yeah, you're only about half an hour's march eastward towards your destination. Yeah, it's not too far. You're you actually kind of recognize, just because you can't really see the full landscape, you actually recognize just a small cluster of rocks where you and a couple of friends would sit, where everyone else would go off hunting. You would stay and rest with all their equipment and wait before they would come back and return to the village.
I I take my sword, stab into the ground, push myself up. It's about, and then just stare at the rock.
About what?
Oh God, what happened?
You got
Sorry.
your ass kicked. That's what happened.
Uh, 30 minutes east that way.
You think there'd be a safe place to rest there? Because you two definitely need it, and I don't think it's safe out in the dunes here.
Why am I all
If
burnt up?
we'll have to see what we get there. I don't know what survived.
Can you make it there?
I'll manage. And I'm just gonna keep stabbing my sword into the ground, use it as a walking.
The walking stick.
And Yonatan asking why he's covered in burns.
You got that from combat. They should go away in time. I'm not worried about them. For you.
I got them in combat?
Yes.
What the hell happened?
Fun stuff.
Dude, you were on fire! It's like
What? I was on fire?
Yeah.
that wasn't in character, I was joking.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even know what was happening because I passed out.
No, you would have seen him wreathed in fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna look at, I guess Tobin's the only one behind me. I'm gonna look at Tobin kind of like, I don't know how to explain it to him.
I'm gonna walk over and be like, "You lost control again. You need to." I understand you have a lot going on with losing your memories and the stuff going on with Varys, but you need to, for the sake of the party and for the sake of yourself, you need to figure out what's going on with that. You're hurting yourself and us. And as much as we've grown to respect each other as a party, you've become a liability.
I mean, it would help if I could actually know what happened.
Well, that's what happened. You turned green and started, and then more flames came and you started attacking things, and then you blew up on us.
Well, I
Like,
feel like I got hit by the sun.
This would be the. And we'll do whatever we can to help you as soon as we find out what that is. But until then, you got to try and keep control, yeah?
will do.
I'm going to give him a pat on the back and be like, no hard feelings. Do you think you can make it for.
Roll me a D100 to miss hitting one of his burn wounds.
Sure.
Oh boy.
89.
89. All right, you just missed one. It was even odd. You missed one, and you just pat him on the back.
It's a bit
Can you
tender
make it
there,
to
you
the?
know.
You think you can make it to our destination? Calduin says we're about half an hour away.
Yeah, I think I'll make it.
I turned to the group. Shall we go? And I start walking a little bit, stumbling as I go.
Yeah, let's get a move on. Let's go.
I
All right.
don't know how much I can do in terms of navigating the desert, especially in my current condition, but I'll give it a shot.
You know what, buddy? You leave it to Calduin. He knows it a bit better than us. I'm even
True.
from this continent, and I don't know the desert that well.
Okay, Calduin could navigate us, and I could look out for traps and whatnot.
I guess.
Technically, be more natural disaster, so need to know what you're looking for in the desert.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Calduin's field of expertise.
For sure.
And as
You
you
just take it easy till we can rest.
all begin to follow Calduin's lead, can I get the other 5 of you to roll me a survival check?
You got her.
I'll let that natural 20 carry through from Calduin there.
Okay.
I got a nat 20 as well.
I got a 28.
What do we have to beat?
What's your number?
13.
Okay.
Okay.
22.
All right. Yeah, you guys, it's only about half an hour's walk, and you guys have it's uncomfortable. You guys have grown a bit more accustomed to the intense freezing of the storm overhead as Calduin leading ahead, just as it becomes clear to you in your field of view. You find yourself near 3 familiar large stones set in a triangle. And then as you walk forward, it's all familiar to you, but to describe for the rest of you and to set the screen obvious, you see the sand in the center of these stones is a lot lighter of a shade than the sand around it. Calduin, can I get you to give me a history check?
Yeah. 11.
11. At advantage, this is your home turf.
Still 11.
Crazy. Um, yeah, you know what? I think time just works out conveniently for you guys, which is funny. You failed the roll, but time works out conveniently. So as you uh, come across the soft sand entrance of the underground Asherati colony of Heku, your hometown, you kind of looking towards the spread of soft sand and looking back towards your party who are not accustomed to underground sand travel as you as the rest of the party catches up around these 3 stones. You see a burgundy rune beginning to burn bright. Into the side of the eastern facing stone, but the western facing side of the stone. That's where the rune is glowing from. As near you guys, probably only about 5 feet away, you see sand beginning to run beneath the stone. As the sand continues to run for about 2 minutes or so, it runs down into a ramp of sand, descending into an underground tunnel. You'd be like, haha, plot convenience. But then I wrote that the rune shows in the evening, and it's currently the evening. So it's not like I can't give you the roll because it's already showing. It's in the lore, guys. It's not plot convenience. It's the fan
Lord, guys.
The
Lord.
music,
The
man.
the lore is on fire. The lore is on fire.
Shut up, Owen.
I look up to the evening sky, let out a long sigh, and then just go, "Welcome home." And then I start going down.
All right, we're gonna call a quick pause because your DM needs to pee. Are we in?
Yes.
I didn't hear the one.
I don't say the one.
No? I
Not
thought
suppo-
you normally do.
You're not supposed to say the one. You're supposed to go
You're-
2,
Yeah, you're not
3,
supposed
2, and then you mouth one.
What are you guys, just rock, paper, scissors kind of people?
No, we just
Shame.
watched iCarly. We know what's up.
yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2. Roll the intro.
I feel
I
targeted.
Okay, all right. You bring up a fair point.
And game's over. Good night. Yep.
So, as Val'dune begins to descend into the underground tunnel revealed by the burgundy rune. Maroon?
Maroon Stegan. Ha 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 ha. I'm hilarious.
Alright, I'm sorry, I'll go.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Calduin down like second in the group order.
The further we go down, I'm gonna also activate my light ability.
I was gonna do that.
Guess I'll put on my goggles. And then
You're
flip
fine. You
both
can
of you
see in the
off.
dark.
Yeah, but I can't. But when Calduin goes all starlight on my ass, I can't see shit.
Yeah, but when one person out of 4 of us has dark vision, I think the 4 of us take priority.
I have dark vision too, don't forget.
You have dark vision? Do we know that? I don't know. All I know is that he
I
has
thought
dark
high
vision.
elves have low light vision.
They have low light vision.
Yeah.
Oh. My bad.
Because like this is not like out of character. I'm doing the same character, so.
Uh-huh.
So, as you descend deeper into this passageway, the roughly cut sandstone begins to shift into what was beautifully carved sandstone and pillars and hieroglyphs and depictions, but now decayed with time as any shapes are weathered and indistinguishable. Why do I write hard words if I can't say them? Weathered and indistinguishable beyond what little detailing you can see remaining. And as you continue further down, soot can be seen along the walls and floor from an ancient fire long ago. You guys can feel free to interject and role play if you would like, as I continue describing you guys walking down this passageway.
So, Calduin, what is this place?
I'm walking. The way I'm walking, I'm slowly and stumbling, making my way towards my previous master's place. Um, this was home. This is where I grew up. This is the home and resting place of the Asheratis.
Um,
Neither.
how old are you? Tobin says in like a very like unempathetic teenage way.
Older than you think. You've
Well, you
heard,
look great from when we see your face.
you know, the second purge that happened.
My face is gonna kind of like go from the playful mood to like a serious face and be like, yeah, I know.
That's where I died. Or so I thought.
Tobin's eyes are just kind of like drift to the floor.
How you holding up, Beckett?
Good. Glad y'all are able to walk. That makes me feel better.
Yeah. I I don't even know what happened really, other than what you guys have told me. But I mean, kind of hurts, like a lot, but I think I can manage for now.
Well, if we maybe we should check it out a little more, but based on what you're seeing now, can you think of a safe place for us to rest after that, Calduin?
Well, not a lot of people get in here other than the entrance and my kind. But follow me, and then I lead them to my master's hut.
So as you reach the bottom of this passageway, um, it opens up into a large sandstone cavern. And so, in its heyday, Heku was a beautiful underground Asherati colony with long sandstone pillars holding up the cave, and carved archways, and numerous homes being built into the cavern wall. This now parts of this once great colony is in ruin and untraversable. What remains is destroyed homes and collapsed roofs and burnt sandstone. As you enter Heku from this passageway, you see to your left a grand staircase. Or, oh, um, uh, uh, um, I, now I've lost my spot because I got fucked up. I'm a
Something
professional,
involving
guys. Don't worry. I'm a professional.
something involving a staircase, but
Here
not
it
a
is.
staircase.
To your left, you can see like a grand entrance. It's a large, detailed arc arch holding back layers of soft sand. And to your right, you can see a small spiral staircase leading you to the bottom floor of this sandstone cavern as you guys descend down the staircase, climbing over debris when necessary, taking a burp break when necessary. Um, as you reach the bottom of the stairs where Calduin, you know where would have been the town square pavilion. You now see probably around 30 or 40 Val'dunoid refugees. Some have made makeshift homes in the less collapsed houses, and others have erected their burgundy and tan colored tents, or have used their tarps to soften the ground or give cover for some privacy. Caldo, and you see across the way from this the spiral staircase where you guys have just emerged from would have been the old tavern that has now been made into a makeshift hospice. Um, as you, Calduin, as you look around and take in the sights and are now reminded of the traumas of the past and as well as the traumas of the present, seeing the injured Val'dune, the people who you considered your family after awakening from the sands all those years ago. The edges of your edges of your peripherals begin to blur as tears come to your eyes. Is in the middle of the street. You see a small Ashrati boy who looks very familiar look at you before your trance is suddenly broken by a familiar voice calling from behind you. Turning, you see your chieftain as he runs immediately towards you and embraces you. Praise the sun! You're here! As he kind of hobbles towards you and embraces you into a large hug.
I dropped my sword and then hung him back. What's going on here? What happened to the Ocean Sea?
I don't know. It started with, well, we thought was it just another shifting of the sands. It happens every so often, but uh, dark clouds began to roll in and cold rain began to fall, and that's when they came.
Ooh,
Dark-skinned elves, violent and belligerent. They came in and killed so many.
I,
As he's now letting go of your hug and looking towards, you kind of see him stumble back just a little bit as his breath is lost as he kind of locks eyes with Thorgolan and goes, his kind. It's kind of like grabs onto your arm.
I, I try to steady him while also steadying myself. He, don't worry about him. He's with me. He's actually helped me.
Okay. Okay. Uh, sorry, I'm just frightened and scared. You, have you come to help us?
Recently had a dream where the Val'dune and his kind were at war. Came as fast as I could.
I'm afraid what you've seen is true. fought back as much as we could, but we've lost so many. Techniques are unlike anything we've ever experienced.
Are you okay?
I'm not worried about me. There are women and children and old folk here who I'm trying to protect. And
Is there anyone who's injured as I pull out my medical box?
oh, plenty. Please, we've done what healing we could, but as he goes, Kaula, as he signals a Val'dune woman over, she's kind of blood stained a little bit on her apron. As you guys can immediately tell, this is not a medical apron. This is like a baker's apron. Like, these people have no supplies. They're desperate. They're hungry. They're injured. As she kind of bows as you're kind of holding your kid. And she says, "Follow me quickly."
Okay, I'll follow and
I also start following Beckett, gesturing to Jonathan to come as well as I toss a roll of bandages toward Golan. It's best if you don't show your face. Just for now.
I
I
will.
I take down my hood and start putting them on.
I will follow Calduin and Beckett.
I'm gonna wait for Orgolan to finish and then head over with him once he's done.
And as all of you begin to move towards the hospice following Kaola, the village chieftain kind of Benite, kind Drow, and Calduin, may I speak to you?
I'm gonna give him a polite nod.
As Jonathan and Beckett rush off towards the hospice with Kaola, the three of you remain with the chieftain. He says, uh, he kind of takes a deep breath and looks like he has something on his mind before he stops and sees Kaluan's injuries and says, "Are you fit to fight?"
After a little rest.
Their home base is not far from here. It's a dark tower. When the storm worsens, you know you're close. Please rest here as long as you need. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. I don't know if they'll find us. I don't.
I put a hand on his shoulder. It'll be okay.
I know. We have the desert demon to protect us.
I'm immediately going to collapse and pass out right in front, just from the exhausting walk and not properly healed.
ouch.
No,
I'm turning.
no,
It's okay.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to grab him and prop him up against something with looking around for, or I'll give him like my bag as a pillow for now, I guess, or my bedroll.
The elder, as you kind of prop him up, he kind of like taps you and says, "Oh, bring him into the hospice. We'll have a bed for him."
Okay, I'll carry him in there.
As, Orgolan and Tobin begin to carry Calduin into the hospice. Can I just get a heal check from Beckett and Jonathan?
19.
Not 20.
Fuck off.
Jesus Christ.
As the two of you and Kyle begin to mend the Valdunoid injuries and tending to all your wounds. You guys, burp break. You guys can all take the benefits of a long rest as you guys spend a few hours resting and preparing, healing.
A long rest gives me 1 hit die.
No,
Every hit
long
die.
rest is everything.
Okay.
Everything's good.
So just full spell slots, full health.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And during this long rest, Calduin, you feel just a certain amount of unrest being in EQ once again. During one of the few times where you've awoken from your slumber, moaning of a wounded Valdunoid or just to startle you, kind of feel a small tug at on your shirt.
I look down, see what's going on.
You at first you hear, "Mr. Demon, sir." As you, for a moment, you see that familiar Ashrati boy once again, but as you blink, you see a small Valdunoid girl with her dusty blonde hair tied back with a burgundy ribbon and kind of a bit tattered, mismatched clothing.
I try to smile, but it just comes out awkwardly. What does it do?
"Mr. Demon, sir, can you make me a sand statue of you? Because I know you're the coolest. My poppy tells me stories of the desert demon all the time."
You said I'm lying in a cot, right, or something like that.
You're just kind of lying down on the cot, but you can sit up and you are resting. So like you're not. This is not gonna to lose out on your long rest at all. This is just a bit of flavor moment. But yeah, you
I
are just currently lying in the cot.
I slowly push myself up, um, uh, petting the top of their heads, like, of course, my dear. And then I reach over, grab a sack, and then start making a statue.
As you begin to carve and mold this strange self-portrait. Um, just you're carving the lines of the bandages and your vacant eyes and your coat and your revolver. You think of the fires long ago, and you think of the, the memories of your friends. You think of their cries, attempted escape down the passageways, the blazing fire, the cold sand, the feeling of the sun once again on your skin. As you complete this sand statue and present it to the Val'dune girl who's just in awe watching you carve and in the moment. And just a small tear just kind of cascades down your face as you present the statue.
Keep it well. Keep it safe. It will protect you.
I always know you got us. Can you go kill the scary dark elves for us?
I'll do what I can.
She just gives you a toothy, naive grin. She kind of hugs the statue and just runs out of the hospice.
I keep smiling until I can no longer see her, then immediately just lose it and then bury my face in my hands.
And eventually, after your sob fest finishes, you find rest once more, and as you hear the few bustling sounds outside, you can, as you all awaken with your sleep schedule earlier in the morning, even though you're in the dark cave, you can your body just naturally wakes early in the morning as you guys were provided with just a couple tarps to just lie on outside of the hospice as Calduin passed out inside, and Beckett, who actually passed out near a patient. But Jonathan, Tobin, and Orgolin are outside as you all begin to wake up.
Can I go in and find and I'm gonna go over to Calduin before everybody else kind of makes their way in. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, are you feeling all right, buddy? Kind of passed out back there."
Nothing a little rest can't fix.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Still kind of like staring at the ground. I'm gonna meet his eyes and be like, "Hey, I'm after kind of looking around at like the beaten down tavern because he said that's where the hospice is, right?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry about what happened to your people. This looks like it was once a lovely place.
It was. Every night this place was alive with music.
My my grandfather was on what I can now see as the wrong side of this war. I just wanted to let you know that I understand your feelings towards the queen and the what's the name of this empire? Like
The Kingdom of Valebridge.
and the kingdom of Valebridge. I'm gonna grip my sword and kind of like basking in the coldness. I'll be like, I see what a well, for lack of better words, magical thing magic is, and I'm sorry that this is how the kingdom I hail from feels about it.
It's good to know that some people are seeing their ways.
I don't know if we'll ever see the queen or anything like that again, but I know what your goal was when we met you. And although I'm not necessarily in the business of killing royals, I'd definitely like her to see justice, seeing what happened to your home and what she's keeping the people of Valebridge from being a part of.
Do me a favor. If we ever do see them again, don't hold me back.
I'm gonna kind of look at you for a while. I'm gonna give you a little nod, like a solemn nod, and head back out to I'm gonna go over to Beckett now and kind of like shake her awake.
Nah. I'll just look at him like be like, why?
Yeah, you push yourself a little hard.
Yeah, a little bit.
Are they all stable for the most part at least?
I'm hoping. Like, there's not much I can do with the current tools I have, but tried my best, and that's all I can do.
That's good. I'm glad we're able to help them as much as we can.
It's important for Val'dune, so I don't mind doing that for him.
Definitely. Well, I just wanted to make sure you were okay, slumped over by this patient's bed.
Yeah, I know, I'm good.
Just a
Then
quick
I'll
question.
get up.
Have you taken your mask on or off?
I've been leaving it off, so, well, okay.
Oh,
So, when we were in the storm, I had it on. I guess I would have taken it off going into the cave to see, so.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Okay.
I think that was about the end of the conversation, anyways.
While Beckett and Tobin are having that conversation, Jonathan is like checking with people in the tavern if they need food or water. Just like cutting like my spare slices of crab meat and then just handing them out to everybody. And then like just casting like create water, and as I'm doing so, it's just like a little bit here, pour it into a bottle, giving them out to everybody, that sort of stuff.
You approach an older Valdenoid lady, kind of tap her lightly. What do you say as you awaken this lady?
Hey there, is everything going okay here? Need
I'm
anything?
feeling all right, thank you.
Food, drink?
Some water would be lovely.
Definitely. As I take one of my empty flasks and just like a little create water in there, and then hand the bottle to the lady.
Thank you. Your kindness is appreciated. Here, in my bag. She kind of gestures towards a small satchel just on the other side of the cot.
What you got there?
Hand it to me, dear.
And what over?
The satchel, dear. Please. You
Ah,
can cast spells, but you can't see. Are you blind, my friend?
well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been the most my memory is a little foggy, you see. Um,
Your mind is blind, dear. Well,
Indeed. As I hand the satchel over.
I tend to write things down, and that helps me remember when I forget.
Yes, I'm
She
sure that would be really helpful in times of memory loss.
hands you um, a small brooch with a strange sigil on it that you don't recognize. My great grandmother's. It's been an heirloom for years, and now I like to give it to you, my friend.
Thank
You
you
saved
so
my
much.
grandson's life last night. The boy you saved.
Hmm.
Thank you. She kind of gives you a very awkward grandma hug.
I hug her back gently, like a loving, but like obviously like being mindful that this is like an old lady. It
Uh,
I swear it's it's nothing. I'm just trying to do the best I can for my friends and their families.
well, you always are family to the Val'dune. She kind of closes your hand around the brooch.
Thank you. This means a lot. I'm going to druid craft a wooden statue of Valdunians and the normals, uh, like wrapped in arms around each other in a like a circular fashion.
Can you? Yeah, yeah, good. You're already rolling. What do you got?
23.
23. As you pull out a small piece of timber, you begin to you sit beside the old woman as you begin to etch a drawing into the bark as you draw a small Val'dune uh, campsite, and around the edges of this campsite you etch in the details of the the normals and some Val'dune embracing in a circle around uh, this encampment presented to her. Oh, how lovely, my friend. I shall give this to the chieftain to put on the altar. As she kind of looks at you and kind of squeezes your hand for a moment and says, "Be with your friends."
Thank you so much. You're very kind. Let me know if
Thank you.
there's anything else I can do to help.
Of course, my friend. What is your name, brave druid?
Jonathan.
Yonatan. Well, I have Sanskrit on the fire for you always, my friend.
Thank you.
As Yonatan begins to merge his way back towards the rest of you as you all meet up outside the tavern hospice.
Well, I'm gonna kind of look at Yonatan or look at Calduin and say, we should probably go see your chieftain.
Yes, time to come up with a plan.
Indeed.
I start making my way to the chieftain.
Chieftain, similarly to like set up in the village, he has his tent right in the center of the pavilion, surrounded by all the other tents and encampments set up by the refugees. As you make your way into his larger tent, you're immediately met with the sense of incense, scent of incense. There it is. Um, as you see the chieftain staring into the swirling smoke, rising up and dissipating before reaching the top of the tent. My friends, I hope you are feeling better.
Much better, thank you.
How do you plan to deal with this problem? I cannot spare any to send out any more of my people to die. You,
You don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, that won't be necessary.
We just need information. Has there been any scouting units come back at all?
we dare not send our people beyond the reaches of what we can see.
Very well.
But we traveled here from the south, where the storm is worse. The center of the storm is a fortress of stone. There you shall find these invaders.
What do you have for supplies?
Not much to spare. I think only half the patients in the hospice were only survived because of your two companions. Thank you again, as he gestures a bow towards Yonatan and Beckett. They both awkwardly hold up a peace sign. That's hilarious. um,
Um, quick question, off character. Are they the things that people kind of use like walkie-talkies? Are they called sending stones, or are they something else?
Sending stones, yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yes.
Kuwagutakus, if you guys have watched the Misadventure
No!
series.
Don't make me make a fake ad for a fake product.
Well, why would you suggest it? Now I definitely want Kuwakutaku.
Because that's immediately what my brain went to, and now I'm like, shit, now I gotta make them.
You gotta have Kuwaku as the spokesman and the mascot.
Wes, if Kwaku ever gets into be a chef, he should open a restaurant called Kwaku Tacos.
No.
I Right. So I turn to the chief and have you checked around here? Any finding anything intact?
We have found nothing of sorts that hasn't been destroyed or raided by archaeologists. It's not the right word, but you know what? We're fine.
Archaeologists?
Thank you.
Tomb Raiders? No.
Laura Croft!
Shame. I was hoping to
I
find
can
some sending stones.
not here, I'm afraid.
So, what are we going to do about these dark-skinned raiders that people speak of?
How far south is this tower? Do you know?
Um, 3 or 4 hour journey. I cannot say for certain, especially with the weather, but
Right.
The sun will not set upon your arrival.
Well, if time is truly of the essence, maybe if there's not much more information we can get here, maybe we should just make a plan on the way.
And on the way, we're Golan. You're going to tell us the ins and out of everything. What your weaknesses are, what you know.
Can I just stand behind him holding like a poison needle just to be like that level of intimidation just for shits? Just be like, "You-" Not that I think I need to intimidate or goal in any way, but why not?
For funsies.
Yeah, for fun.
At no point we are to engage with them. I will do it by myself.
They have hurt my people. You have no authority here.
Yes,
Right.
but I have authority over them.
Are you of rank? Like, I don't know if we in character know. I don't think we know much about our Golan's past, so I'm gonna ask that.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Then maybe we can get an audience with some higher ups and figure out what the meaning of this bullshittery is.
But you ain't doing that by yourself.
Yeah.
That's exactly what my plan was.
Okay. Because Calduin, as much as I understand he's hurt your people, that does not. You cannot possibly expect Orgolan to hurt his people. You. Um, we've seen what it did to you in the past, and you can't possibly ask that of him. There may be a way to do this diplomatically.
You're right.
Thank you. We appreciate your understanding.
But the moment things go south, I will not hesitate to attack.
Maybe as like a last resort, because I'd rather not do that today.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Shall we? Shall
And
we be on our way then?
that's the theme song of us like going on our like little mission.
Yeah.
Calduin, would you like me to? If you need me to stay here and look after the Val'dune while you are away, I can always just stay here with Peter and watch over everyone.
My son, you have done enough for us, brave druid. We can handle ourselves here.
I understand, Chieftain. Um, you see, I feel an obligation to protect this village with all of my effort because I unfortunately know what it's like to have my home village burned and pillaged to the ground. I do not wish to see that here.
Well, Beckett told me that they're all relatively stable. I think the best way for you to help them would be to prevent any new injury by coming with us and helping us figure out what's going on.
Everybody's good here. They don't need us anymore at the current moment. So I think our priorities should be shifted elsewhere. Yeah.
Alrighty.
So we should probably be on our way then.
One
Probably.
last stop before we go. Um,
Well, sure.
I want to see if my master's hut, the one who taught me originally Relays of a Blood Hunter, I want to see if that was if part of it or all of it was left standing.
as you all exit the tent and begin to make your way up the spiral staircase towards the exit, Calduin, just taking a moment, walking deeper into the colony of Heku a little bit further. You come across one of the parts of the city that is a lot more destroyed than others as you begin to traverse over fallen boulders and collapsed homes as you continue up to one of the upper levels on the wall. And you see the home of your grandmother. The roof kind of collapsed in on itself. But in the windowsill, that was me getting the fucked up words out of my mouth. The windowsill still intact. You see a very rough sand sculpture sketching of a young boy and an older Asherati woman.
I as just a small rough figure, I make a, a small statue of my master and put it next to it, and then I kneel down with my sword in the ground and just say a Nosferatu prayer before making my way back to the stairway.
As you begin to utter the Asherati prayer, you see the sand in the bulbous vial at the end of the sort of setting sun begins to twist and toil and bubble and repel off itself as it slows to a stop as you finish the prayer and head back towards the group as the group makes their way up the soot-filled, carved Asherati pathway up until the roughly carved sandstone up to the sand ramp that leads up towards the surface that's still plagued with the snowstorm. As the five of you begin to make your way up the stairs, up the ramp of sand, as the sand begins to just slowly cover itself until it's an untraceable pathway leading down into the colony. As the storm whips sand and snow all around you, are going dark enough for you to be able to put your goggles back on your forehead. Where we're going to take our first break of the night. I was going to mockingly do the one of you didn't, so I'm glad you did.
I derailed in the first 2 seconds. Woo!
Well, you know what? I just let it happen sometimes. I enjoy the...
You can do it.
No, that was it.
Okay. We're
Take a
done?
break.
I enjoy the depressed sigh. So welcome back. We were just discussing stuff.
His
We're
inflated
back.
ego. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, well that was not on the subject matter yet. We can get to that later in my therapy session.
That'll come to mind tomorrow?
Yeah, honest.
Okay. I'll make it a group therapy session.
Kind of need it.
Eh,
We'll all go.
Yeah.
I know, Wes. You'll appear on the next Dungeon Masters Therapy episode on TikTok.
Man, I
God.
just that would be it for me. Like if there was like I don't ever care to become famous. I really don't. Fuck that shit. But I just like if someone featured me on their shit, I'd be like, "Yep, this is it. This is a life. I can officially die now."
Yep.
But until then, we're gonna continue the session where we pick up as the normals. My
Make their way
brain
south
doesn't
to the
work.
tower.
No, I know. I was getting there. That was. Let me describe this scene with him.
You can do it.
Emerge. God, fuck.
I
Someone flip a
understand.
coin.
We already flipped a coin. Why are we
Yeah, I
flipping
need
another
another
one?
one.
Call it.
Why?
Tails.
Give me a second, I gotta reflip it. I missed the catch. It's heads again.
And we all get hit with a pole. The end.
Damn, are we too polarizing for him?
Yep.
If
I got
that's
the
your
joke.
attempt at a winter joke, it frostbit you in the ass. Sarah, that was the only thing I could think of on the fly.
I'm sorry.
Past hideous laughter.
I got it.
So as you guys emerge from the tunnel into Heku, I'm not sure if I talked with you about that on the break, Calduin. I didn't know how you pronounced it, but I saw the U with the double I's, and I automatically, instead of Heku.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
I like it. Hey, Q is the Val'dune's HQ.
Huh. Val'dunoid. I
No.
don't know how many times I have to. It's the Val'dune plural, Val'dunoid singular.
I feel like that would be like
So I said Val'dune, didn't I?
I think you said mix
You said Val'dune,
Val'dune and no, I think he
Oh.
mixed Val'dune with my name, so he said Val'dune.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's probably what was it.
Probably said Val'dune.
I don't know. But as we continue on this Valdunian adventure, can I get a group survival check?
No,
Oh.
you could get
What's
individual survival checks. So
Yeah, I mean, like everybody in the group does one, or one does one for the whole group.
See, now that's why they're confused. A group survival check is everyone does one in the group.
survive 18.
You know, as much as I love hearing the clack clack on the table, I want to get you guys dice trays like
I have
mine.
one.
I would
I'm
love
good.
one.
Mine's an old Yu-Gi-Oh card box.
Yeah, I usually use a Nike shoebox.
Yeah,
I
but
have,
like, look how pristine this is, guys.
Yeah, I want one.
Look at him flexing on us.
I have a magic.
Oh, you want to see
the
flex? Owen, shoutouts to you, buddy.
I have a magic. the
Again for
Gathering.
this. Again for the second time in this series.
Oop,
I have
my
a
camera
Magic the
froze.
This
Gathering
is
employee
my
mask.
coolest thing that I own ever. All of them so fucking prettily organized in there. Shoutouts to you, Owen. You're the best.
Shoutouts to V for helping me organize my dice.
I got
I
a
helped you?
24.
Like,
Didn't
if
I just
anyone
neg
knows
you?
me the best in the gift giving department, James and Owen read me like a goddamn book. It's like they're in my head. It's crazy.
I literally
Which
am
being in your head
you
we don't want to
schizophrenic
fucking
asshole.
be. We don't want to be in
Anyway,
your
so I got
fucking
a
head.
24 for Tobin. Can I get everybody else? 30 or survival.
Hey Wes,
Yes,
19.
sir.
I got a really bad roll. And by a really bad roll, I mean a dirty 30.
He
Well,
must
you
have
can't
rolled
get
a
that
2.
natural, so I don't know if you needed the dirty.
I got
What
9.
the hell?
9. Yeah.
9.
Did you roll
9
good?
you didn't.
9.
You guys need a nerf so bad.
You can do it, Wes.
Bro, I just rolled really good.
I rolled bad, so like, if that makes you feel better.
If it makes you guys feel any better, I will eventually come out with a homebrew system for the ranks to make your rolls less insane at level 6.
I'm pretty sure they have a rule for that we just don't follow.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah.
because it's lame. Because what the fuck am I gonna do with 30 extra skill ranks that I can do nothing with? So I'm coming up with a better homebrew thing that'll make it more intuitive for you guys to not spend all your ranks in one thing.
What makes it worse, what could make it worse is the other rule of skill synergy. If you put so many ranks into one skill, it'll actually buff others. That's another one we don't follow.
I hate everything and anything.
All of the
And I
I
time.
do
should have
too,
just written
yes.
a book instead of writing this campaign.
Yes.
I mean, let's continue with the session.
Yes, please.
Sorry, I thought we were on Tangent Hour.
Tangent hour.
It's happy
Can
hour.
we
but
just
for
get a
John
little
Tangent
animation from
Hour.
Tangent
Tangent
Hour to just
hour. Tangent hour.
paste in there? You can just use my voice clipping. Tangent hour. And it'll just be a really bad animation.
Tangent hour.
Hell yeah! And that'll be the background. It's like me,
Yes.
like my introduction will be Tangent Hour, and then in the background we're just gonna have going Tangent Hour, Tangent Hour, Tangent Hour. I think it fits. Continuing, you
Who's on a
fucking
tangent today?
assholes. You guys know exactly. Like this is what I was saying. With they know how to read me like a fucking book. These guys know exactly what gets me derailed. And so they're like, you know what?
It's
Let's
anything
fuck
and
up his
everything.
plans. Let's derail him even more because I know he'll chime in on this joke.
It's
you
honestly
guys.
anything and everything. It's not that fucking hard.
Devil poles come from the storm. You're all dead. I'm done.
I'm gonna roll reflex to see if I can catch it.
The devil pole, there is no reflex.
No. No
That's
way.
a nat 20! That's a nat 20!
What? Wait, okay.
I catch the other ball! I catch the double ball!
Snaps in half as soon as you catch it.
Beckett,
What? What did I do? Hold up. What's wrong? Yeah.
what does this mean?
It's you trying to calm yourself without yelling at us.
So I'm Squirtle?
Yes, because I've used Squirtle as a calm but yet very angry creature, so like
See, and this should be further proof why Owen should give me his Squirtle pin from
Yeah.
his thing.
See, I'm helping you. Look at this. You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's get editor Liam. Let's get a poll in the corner. Should Owen give me the pin?
Worst case scenario, I'll make you one.
They'll go into the comments. We'll put
Okay,
a poll in
now.
the comments.
I thought you. What about in the little iCards in the corner? Can't you do a poll over there?
Once I figure out how to do it. Still learning.
There you go. Hopefully, he'll figure it out. Let's pray to
I-
Liam.
I know those polls are hard to do.
If I win, if I get the Squirtle pin, if I get more views by the upload of the next episode, or more votes by the end of the by the upload of the next episode, he has to give me the Squirtle pin because I
The-
really want it.
By the next episode, there's only two answers to the poll: one yes, one no. One Wes, one
It's just
Owen.
me. It's just me and Owen. Right. As the even underground, the warmth is still there. Even though the sand is quite cool, there is still a degree of warmth beneath the surface as you guys begin to ascend the. I don't know why I say that so weird. Ascend.
Ashened.
As you guys begin to ascend up the pathway leading up, you feel that the temperatures begin to drop almost rapidly as you guys are climbing up before you reach the surface and kind of have to. I'm not going to get the damage again, but like you get the cruel brush of cold air whipping against your face as sand is being blown and snow whips down in this storm covered desert terrain that you find yourself in. I was very confused for a moment because I looked down after monologuing and I see fucking Liam's frozen camera smiling like a maniac and Orgolan's camera smiling like a maniac, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's happening? What did I say wrong?
Yeah.
Yes.
As like the snow sand mix like comes in and like hits my like burn spots where my clothes can't cover, I'm just like, look, God, I'm so sick of this place. I want to leave. Fuck.
It'll be great when things go back to normal. Can't stand this cold.
Wow, Liam and Owen find that really funny. I can't focus with you guys just with smiling like this. Like, please fix your cameras.
My camera
It's so
is fixed,
weird.
that's the problem.
Have you guys been Jokerified?
It's working fine for me.
I don't think Owen's camera was frozen. I think he just sits that still.
Yeah, I was sitting still that whole time. Like I was not moving at all.
Oh my god, your cameras are still not moving for me. This is so weird. I don't know if I'm gonna discover you guys as we continue.
We know how to derail him without even doing anything.
You guys are insane with how well you guys can derail me.
I was sitting so
no.
still, I derailed him. I was
So
doing
your
absolutely
group
nothing and
stealth
derailed him.
checks, 24 on Tobin. What was the rest of yous?
18.
Pardon me?
18.
18.
Survival or stealth?
Survival.
I got a 30.
Yeah. Bacon.
I got an 11.
Fuck. I got 9.
The poison's trying to ask your survival.
The poison's asking you for snacks. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, entirely normal. That's used to that.
Bring me Cheetos.
A bagel. 2 bagels.
No.
Yeah, could you like get me like a 4-cheese bagel from Tim Hortons or something? That'd be great.
Hey, bro, grab me Burger King.
I'm gonna have a mental breakdown by the time I get to therapy tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck is happening? I take one break and you guys can just derail me every single minute. I swear, I looked down at the time. The last time you derailed me and it was literally 8:14. What the fuck?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, man.
So,
Battle's ready.
Owen,
Devil pulls.
Oh my god.
I think we've all just accepted our devil pulls at this point.
oh,
They just get like placed into our hands and then spin and just.
Ever wonder how Matt would react if he met our group?
Oh god,
He would be like, oh my god,
he'd kill us.
no.
Think he'd embrace it.
I'm gonna teleport to Varus's temple just to get a nice sniff of some mushrooms.
how the fuck are you getting back?
With the staff of Varus.
No,
You
just
can
sit
only
there
get
and be on
there
the
with the staff
shrooms.
of Varus.
No, he'll just sit there and be on the shrooms the entire time. He does
Oh,
not need to
okay.
come back. Yeah,
I'm
no.
just gonna teleport over to Varus's temple and then get a nice big.
New D&D one shot. Everything's just a one massive drug trip.
Can we do that
All
next
right.
week?
Well, as
We're
much as
just
I
drug mules
Alright,
next
boys, let's
week?
get back on track.
enjoy the joking friends, let's get back on track.
Oh man.
As you all begin to head southward, kind of taking a while, not, after taking about 8 hours outside of the storm, it takes you. Fuck, please. I'm gonna leave the room and rejoin so I can get you guys' camera back on track.
4 times in 4 minutes.
That's a say that.
That's 4 derailments in 4 minutes. Jesus, mother loving Christmas.
We're not even doing anything.
Nope.
I shouldn't have closed the window because I just saw all of your fucking memes. You know what? I know this might be a little bit more work. I'm not sure how much more work this will be. Can we, at the end of the episode, just get a little bit of a slideshow of all the memes that were shared this week?
I will get you that done.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will get you every single meme we have ever shown.
No, just of this session.
No.
Just
I'll
of this
do, like,
session,
Because
this session was great.
they all make me want to kill either you or myself. So
Yeah, no. We'll get them all.
Well,
I'm just
all-
kidding. Suicide's never the answer. I'm okay.
We're just
Continuing
joking. We are just
back on
joking.
track.
Yeah.
As you begin to head southward, the storm begins to worsen as whips of snow turns to hail, as the veil of thrown sand and harsh snowfall. I'm literally a Looney Tunes character. Put that on your fucking West Crack compilations. Let's go.
Okay.
You weren't actually making one, are you?
You wanted me to, and I'm gonna do it.
All right, bet.
Wes, stop sounding like Porky Pig, Wes.
That's all, folks.
God.
That's all, folks.
Devil pole.
That's another derailment.
You're fucking hilarious, Owen.
I'm gonna head out.
Um, as what feels like endless wandering into the blizzard wastelands. Calduin leading the pack, but then Orgolan, who's just also found this um, strength in strength and power to continue onwards as his stride actually ends up overtaking Calduin's, who was taking the lead, as Orgolan just into your distance. You see an ominous, large fortress made of dark stone. A grand staircase leading up towards a large entryway with carved pillars of ancient drow kings and queens. You recognizing this immediately as as of about a couple weeks ago, your former home of Fort Obelisk.
Uh, 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 I'm just stunned seeing it here right now. Wait, what the fuck is this doing here?
Orgolan stopped in his trace.
Uh,
The other four of you catch up to him.
What is this place?
my home.
Your home moves.
It's not fucking supposed to.
I'm guessing
What
this
the fuck?
is not normal.
Yeah, no fucking shit. This isn't normal. It shouldn't fucking be here.
Definitely wasn't here when I was patrolling the sea.
Okay, I'm assuming this won't work, but can I cast detect magic just to like see what's going on? I'm
It's
assuming it's
just
just
a
gonna.
little bit too far, but I can give you at least a bit of an active detect magic going forward as you head further. Hi, Joyce.
Hi.
Joyce.
Hello.
Love you, Joyce. Tell her I love her.
Will do. Russ says love ya.
My heart melted.
I have like so many different like moms. Great. James's mom, Liam's mom, my own mom. It's great.
V's the party mom.
Exactly.
Well, you don't have me. Like, I'm just here because I've got nothing better to do with my life.
Oh, thanks.
Well,
I'm kidding. I love you guys.
you know what, V? I actually disagree with you because the amount of torment that I've given your character, anyone else who was just here for the fuck of it would have left.
True.
You told me at the beginning of the campaign, if you don't cry, I failed to do my job.
But that was back when I didn't need therapy, and now I do.
I disagree.
Oh my god. Oh.
So okay, I'm glad you knew. I was pretty sure I had the conversation with you, Owen, but I wasn't too sure.
Yes.
And since they don't technically know, I won't let them know yet until we actually get up there. So Orgolan kind of stopped in his track as he tells you vaguely about his home. You guys are about probably 100 feet away from this ominous obsidian fortress.
Can I see any like heck. I'm losing words now, Wes. Fuck me. What have you afflicted me with, you son of a bitch?
Mental damage.
brain damage.
Blip, blip.
Um,
Can you see?
is there like an easy way to get in without?
Oh yeah, no, like even without a rule, you see the ominous structure in front of you. You see a large set of grand staircase that leads up towards the first level. That's about probably 150 feet up lengthwise, but the stairs leading out kind of leads you up gradually up that 150 feet into the first chamber entrance, where you see the statues of the Drow kings and queens on this large balcony.
Also, if we don't know anything, we can probably ask the person whose house this is.
That's true.
That seems really high up. Like, really high.
How high, bro?
Like, cloud 9 high.
Bro, I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Well, shall we continue?
Let's
What's-
go.
What's the plan, Orgolan? Are we just walking in?
Are we taking
Yep.
our shoes off? Like, what are we doing?
But
Leave your
you
shoes
better,
on for now, but
you better
For
go.
now?
let's
first.
just keep going.
For now. I am going to grab my waterproof disguise kit and going to oh, I wouldn't know what. Could I? Hey, Orgolan, what would like uh what would like a grunt of these people dress like? And I'm gonna make a disguise out of Orgolan's description if he has one.
You're kind of pale for that, aren't you?
Similar to me, but you do not need a disguise here.
Don't make memes of this. Don't make memes of this. Don't
I'm
make memes of
not,
this.
it's okay. I just texted Liam, dragons.
Oh, okay.
Because he hasn't pulled out the disguise kit since we did dragons.
Oh, what a throwback.
That was such a
But Orgolan's assurance that he doesn't need a disguise. As his confidence earlier, you guys are kind of not doubtful, just unsure, as his weird hesitance as seeing this ominous obsidian structure as he begins to lead you guys further towards the staircase as you begin to ascend up these stairs. And as you make it to the top plateau of the balcony before the grand archway entrance with a large stone obsidian door with a beautiful stained glass arrangement on the front. The door opens up as four guards dressed in navy blue, almost ninja-like in appearance, with the covered baklava face, just showing their deep purple, almost blue-like drow skin, and their piercing gaze. And as you look down further, the minimal equipment they carry, just There are navy blue robes. Some carry a quarterstaff. Some have sai at their hips. Others have brass knuckles covering their fists. Others with wraps. 4 of these guards begin to step out.
Calduin, are you wearing your normal like Val'dune clothes right now?
I'm wearing the same thing that I normally wear, and I'm not covered up or anything this time for my face.
I used the disguise kit on Calduin.
No,
Oh,
I'm
no,
making
don't
it
no.
known what I am.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As they exit, I take my hood off and start taking the wraps off my head.
You take off the wraps as the door opens up. The 4 guards exiting the door. The leader amongst them kind of
Do I
look
recognize
in.
any of these guards?
Maybe. Give me a moment. As the leader amongst them, the one that kind of steps up front and center towards the 5 of you, kind of looking you over, and like hand on hilt on the blade on his hip. He kind of looks over Orgolan and immediately lets go of his blade and crouches into a deep bow as he stands and kind of straightens himself up and goes, "Lord Orgolan, you have returned."
This is not where I expected to return, but nevertheless, I have.
Count Vragos would want to speak with you immediately. Come, follow me.
All right.
See,
Mind if my friends come along?
of course, as he walks in, and then kind of 2 of them step before Calduin as they kind of hold their quarterstaffs out and just kind of block his walking in as he kind of tries to take a step forward, and they go, "The sad rat stays outside."
I'm looking at her growing with like dead eyes, like better fucking do something or I will.
Yeah, I look at him too.
Let him in. He is no harm to us.
As you wish, Dora Golan. Say, return to a neutral position, still keeping eyes on Calduin as they give him passage through. So you guys, as you enter into the main chamber of the Fort Obelisk, the same dark stone exterior continue inside with accents of blue and purple banners behind more statues that line up parallel, creating a pathway up towards stairs to a throne. And above the chamber, you see a beautifully crafted chandelier. I lost my spot. There it is. The flames emitting a blue light, and fixed upon the chandelier is shards of blue, magenta, purple, and teal crystals. As they shine a beautiful light upon this entire room, giving it a blue and purple mystical feeling as you're entering into this dark stoned courtroom. Can I have Yonatan roll me a spot check?
You're muted.
That's a nat 4. 19 altogether.
You guys need a nerf.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
as you
Just in
are soaking in the strange fortress, as you enter inside, look admiring the chandelier as you look into one of the shards. You see you and your party reflected walking in to this dark stone tiled room. And as you look and see your party, you swear you see the reflection of the sixth member, the one that you thought was traveling with you, but then later disappeared and has been no trace of since. You see the reflection of a raggedy, long bearded, uh, dark robed wizard Amarath walking among you. And as you look into the reflection of the shard on the chandelier, you kind of question everything as you just I gotta look as you look behind you, and clear as day you see your wizard friend Amarath walking in along with your group. And uh Amarath, who unfortunately could not make it for the later part of the session, this is where he would come in after looking in to the into the reflection of the crystalline wall of the singing crystal caves. He kind of blinks and um, finds himself walking among you into this dark stone tiled courtroom of Fort Obelisk, as he kind of looks around confused and goes, "What? How did I end up here? And where'd you guys go?"
Is my detect magic going off by chance? In
Your
regards to
detect
this?
magic is going off, but nothing is actually pinging anything worthwhile. Maybe mainly weapons on guards, maybe a few of the statues, but nothing like worthwhile.
Noteworthy.
Okay.
Nothing noteworthy.
Thank you. Noteworthy.
Well, you see, we might have gotten teleported to different places. You were teleported somewhere, and then we got teleported to like this snowy sand place, and then we made our way over here, and now you are here as
Yeah,
well.
I was teleported to Yonatan. Remember when I was telling you guys about my dream?
Yeah, I
The
remember.
one with the eye and the crystal wall? Um, I I was teleported there, strangely, and looked into the crystal wall, and now I'm here. Where are we?
I think
That is an
Orko
Orgolan question.
answer that for you.
He looks towards Yonatan, or Golan.
We are in my hometown of Fort Obelisk. Somehow in Val'dune. What the? I'm still
Do you
don't
think it has
know
something
how
to
they
do with
got.
the Fae Kingdom or whatever coming in?
That was my guess. I assume it's another convergence.
That's what I'm thinking, but I I don't recall ever having a or knowing of something of this magnitude happening. So shit must be getting real fucking fast. And I don't think we're prepared for it.
Mm. as from across the room you hear um, there on the courtroom continues and has a couple stairs up towards a throne there. Upon a throne made of dark marble atop a purple cushioned seat sits Count Vragos. Um, Now, I thought I had a writing in of his description, but apparently I didn't, so I just have to. Sorry, that's why I confused, looked towards my note. You see, familiar to Orgolan and the rest of the drow skins, he has a navy blue, like drow skin. And he's wearing long flowing purple robes. Sorry, apparently I have no motor functions whatsoever and can't pull up notes.
Hey, no motor function's my thing.
Oh, I was just stupid and didn't paste it into my Google Docs notes. I just had it in my notes. So, wearing majestic purple flowing robes and a devil pole strikes her DM because he sucks at speaking English. Throw a quick pause. 1. Sorry, we are back. I got a little sidetracked. We just wanted to make sure we are all okay. And I just got confirmation that we are all okay. So, as atop the dark marble throne with the purple seat, you see the dark navy blue skinned drow wearing majestic flowing purple robes, and atop his head a dark silver circular crown. The centerpiece being a square cut purple gem with two metallic from the metal circle ring, two metallic fists holding it affixed in place. Both of those metal fists, an eye drawn in on the back of the hand. The circlet kind of zigzags its way towards the back. And above the throne is a mural of Ragnar, the god of justice and balance, sitting atop his throne. And kind of above him, you see a mural of the purple dragon Arcanos, the master of Arcana. And below him, you see a mural of Tyrael, the master of ice, below him.
Oh, on that note of Tyrael, since this is technically like of the same realm as where the Tyrael and their like my stone are from, does the sword react? Does my or at least the stone react in any way?
Yeah, the stone is freezing.
Cool.
It is really like emanating energy, and that's something that it is. Sorry, I have to burp so much. I don't know what the fuck it is. My apologies, viewers and listeners. Check out the Boundless Shores on Spotify, or come over to YouTube and see a meme at the end of the session, as well as leave a comment down below. tell us how you're doing and how much you're enjoying the campaign so far. But as we continue on, I'm glad you're okay, Nate, by the way. I just wanted to make sure everyone was good. Um, the stone is freezing to the touch as it's hanging on your in the scabbard on your hip.
It's on my back.
Oh, it's on your back. I apologize.
All good.
Um, and as you guys kind of walk forward, the six of you now reunited with Amarath. The six of you stepping forward towards the throne with Count Ragos sitting atop it. Orgolan kind of leading the other five of you. Count Ragos says, "Lord Orgolan," says with the cold voice, making the harsh winds outside seem like a summer day. "Your training was a success, I assume."
I hope. As I walk closer, I I stop right before the stairs. Put my hands to my side, and then bow at the waist. It's good to be back, Father.
"Lord Orgolan, in your time of training have you forgotten manners? In my court you shall address me as Count Ragos or my lord. Understood?"
I'm sorry, my lord.
"I am glad you have returned. It has been some time. 2 months, in fact, of your training has been. After your brother died, I was afraid you scampered off and hid. I'm glad you returned, but your host of company is questionable. With your rank, I shall give you a squadron of drow soldiers who you shall lead to victory as we conquer these new lands."
The people that you have been fighting, my lord, they are not the enemies you should be fighting. They are just a peaceful group.
Peaceful. Would you like to see our gravestones out back? Would you like to see our tombs and halls be filled with the corpses of our own?
Pardon me, Lord Ragos. I apologize for speaking out of turn, but
Lord Orgolan, please keep your friends at bay. Introduce me. Why have you brought a sand rat into our halls?
He is one of the people that I trust with my life, my lord. And he has kept me alive through these times.
Our companionship is questionable. Go on, elf. Say your piece.
thank you, Lord Ragos. It has come to our attention that there is a vastly bigger problem to deal with than petty squabbles over land and bloodshed. There is a new, more powerful enemy coming for all of us, and it is our job to stop this new threat. My
And what
way of
might be this new threat, Elf?
Well, from my friends in the Fae and my deity, this new threat has caused certain realms to fuse or merge together, as it will. Your kingdom with this sand desert place, and the realm of the Fae with my homeland. And this threat consumes all light and leaves nothing but darkness in its wake. I believe it is our duty to try and reach an agreement so that we may defeat this new force, this darkness, as one. And however much we may agree or disagree with each other, I feel it is much more important to extinguish this darkness first over anything else. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here speaking to you right now. And I mean we, as in the rest of us, not Argolan.
I'm gonna walk up to Yonatan, pat him on the shoulder, and be like, "Well said, my friend." And then give a little bow, and then I say, "Count Regos, if I may."
Proceed.
Um, I, um, as our friend here was saying, our group, I guess called the Normals. I'd like to
What a
introduce myself.
pitiful name.
Agree. I have to agree with
How
you,
can
my
you
lord.
surround yourself with these peasants, Lord Ogolan?
Um, if I may introduce myself, I am Sir Tobin the Brave, um, honorary honorary knight of what's the new name of I can't remember the new name of the continent.
Honorary Vanguard of the
Vanguard.
Darian Empire. The Darian Empire.
Right, that's what it's called now. Honorary Vanguard, or Sir Tobin the Brave, dubbed so by Tyrael the White Dragon herself, and honorary Vanguard of the new Darian Empire. My what my companion here speaks is true. However, it may not be a new evil rising, but rather a very old one, as what our Fey companions told us. And it is, if you know to which evil I refer to, you understand the
I
greatness of this.
know of the evil you speak,
Then you know of the
and
graveness
I
of this.
know of an even deeper evil which created these foul rats. And if Arcanos, the keeper of fate, brings our lands into these, it is our not only right but duty to extinguish these rats and claim these new lands. So, Sir Tobin of the Normals, do you truly fathom the kind of darkness you speak of? I say nay. That darkness was locked away years ago by patrons more powerful than you should ever know.
Can you think of another force that could quite literally merge realms?
I do not hold the scrolls of time, nor do I question the fate that Arcanos lies before us. And of these foul creatures coming from a place of blood wants to question our authority to rule, then I shall wipe every last one of them on the earth if I must to cleanse this new land.
If you know the severity and lethality of this threat, this is no time
There
to be
is no
playing.
threat.
This is no time to be playing petty squabbles with a bunch of people you treat as objects.
Petty squabbles. Lord O'Golan, hold your friend's tongue or I will cut it off.
Yonatan, back off.
Very well.
My apologies, my lord.
Do you truly believe, Lord O'Golan, that you know more than I?
With everything I've seen and witnessed in the time that I've been here, yes, I do.
Just
The
so you
evil
know,
is coming back.
the more he speaks, the angrier I am getting, and my hand is reaching slightly closer and closer to the revolver on my hip.
What's your spot bonus?
My spot bonus? My spot is a 5. Plus 5.
With a passive of 15, you notice that as you're brought to anger and reach towards your blade, you notice around the room, all eyes are on you. And as you reach for your blade, so do multiple guards.
Do I notice the guards?
What's your spot bonus?
It's a 10.
No. No, wait. 10 total. Never mind. Hell yeah. You notice them reaching for their blades as well as you notice Khaldun reaching for his.
I turn around and whisper, Calduin, you need to walk out.
You better shut him up. And I just leave the room.
Beckett, go with him.
Defy me once more, Lord O'Golan. If you think your exile has given you the foresight to question me, I invoke the right of Koran Mur. O'Golan, you recognize the right of Koran Mur as the gruesome ceremony where the child of a monarch would challenge, or vice versa, the monarch would challenge the child for the crown. A challenge that always leads to death.
My lord, I am not here for violence. I am here for peace.
And peace has left you vulnerable. Do you forget your teachings?
No,
If
my lord.
you bow now and kill your sandrat friend, or I invoke the right of Koran Mur.
Out of character, do I still have that leaf that has an etching of darkness on it?
No, that was given back to Varys.
Fuck. Alright, never mind then.
question my authority again, Lord O'Golan. Kill the sand rat, or I invoke Guranmor. As Kaluan begins to attempt to exit the chamber, Beckett following, you see the two guards guarding the door move their quarter sticks to block the entrance.
Oh, for Taylor's sake.
Where I think we're going to go for our second break here. Just because your DM needs to pee for a minute.
Oh.
And just to give you guys time to soak in on what's going on.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Go.
And we're back. So, Orgolan being proposed the ultimate choice.
Ultimate.
Kill his friend and devote his all his ideals into Fort Obelisk, or protect his friend and have his father invoke the right of Kuran Mur, the bloody ritual for the crown. As we continue back, Count Vrago's asking Orgolan the final choice. How do you respond?
Orgolan's really about to
I honestly
die.
don't know.
Orgolan really about to Agni Kai like Zuko.
I didn't even think of that, bro.
No,
It's
that's the
exactly
first thing
like
I thought
Agni
of.
Kai.
That's the first thing I thought of when you said that.
I didn't even think of that, bro. That's awesome. I didn't even, that's oh. Agni Kai or Calduin die. Roses are red, violets are blue. Agni Kai or Calduin die. Thank you.
I don't want to do either thing. My God. This is honestly the hardest fucking decision of my life right now. So,
And
Editor
I'm back.
Liam, we need you to insert Jeopardy music right now.
That would actually be really funny.
It's not copyrighted anymore.
Pretty sure
Is
it
it
is.
not? You sure about that?
Copyright takes a while to expire.
It takes 50 years after the death of the person who originally wrote the song. So,
Pretty sure it's more than that now.
oh, is it?
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's
why
100
like
years or
the
something stupid.
Tolkien estate is still a thing.
Right.
God damn it. Oh.
Just like you, Lord O'Golan. Unlike your older brother, you cannot make a decision, so I will make it for you. Seize him. As I need you to roll a grapple against 2 grapple checks, Calduin.
Okay. Counteroffer. I'm going to activate my body lamp and blind people at a 30-foot radius.
And they're drowsed, so
They have to roll a fortitude though.
But we
As he says seize them, I put my goggles on.
when we all have to roll fortitudes then, because we're in the radius.
Probably.
I'm standing right next to him. So yeah.
That is a 13 and a 15 on fortitude.
And it is a. Let me just double check.
God damn it.
Sorry.
I'm gonna roll my fortitude right now.
So if they rolled
I don't
higher
think
than
you
a
have to
15, they're good.
Higher than?
Higher than 15, you're good.
They rolled 15 and a 13, so they
Yeah,
would
so both the guards approaching you
No, sorry.
immediately.
Sorry, 15 or higher. It's a 14 that you need.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. So one of the guards kind of uh ducking away and covering his eyes from the sheer amount of light being projected from Calduin. The other one just kind of squinting. Instead, he draws his blade and kind of waits in a defensive position. Count Ragos.
Can I put my mask on and pull my sword out? Sorry.
Oh,
Your sword?
Yeah, the cane sword.
Bet.
I'm gonna throw a throwing dagger or a throwing knife, like, or not throwing one. I'm just gonna have one ready. I'm gonna have a throwing knife at the ready.
I'm only pulling out my sword. I'm not like pulling. I'm not unsheathing it. I'm just pulling out the cane.
As you all kind of ready yourselves for a moment, Lord Count, whatever, from Count Bragos, still works technically. Count Bragos just kind of raises up his hands, says, "No, I will not have blood staining my courtroom.
Beautiful.
Lord O'Golan, have your training given you the insight to question me?"
No, my lord. But do you really want to have a second dead son?
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Oh, come on, nat 20. Come on, nat 20. Come on,
That's a
nat 20.
22.
Yes.
Enough. Stand down.
What does he mean? His guards literally just tried to grab Calduin, and then when it didn't work, he drew his sword.
You see the guard who drew his weapon. She's then kind of nods at Count Bragos and takes a couple steps, still eyeing squintily eyeing Calduin. takes a defeated sigh. Kind of raising his hand up to block some of the light out, he goes, I apologize for disrespecting you, traveler of the sand. You can be welcome in my court if you could kindly extinguish your light and introduce thyself.
Stepping forward, um, almost getting it. Is there stairs going up this throne, or is it just the throne?
There's a few steps before it plateaus up towards the throne, but you guys are kind of like about 15 feet away from those stairs, just standing in the center of the courtroom.
I walk up right to the stairs, keeping my light on, as I go until I reach the bottom of the stairs, and I turn it off, staring in the count straight in the eyes. I am Kalduin Gahiji. I speak for the Ashuratis, for the Val'dune. These are my lands. You have been killing my people, slandering their name.
I
You
walk up
do
next to Calduin and say, these people are outcasts, my lord. They are not the ones we should be attacking. We should be going after the biggest prize in this land.
prize.
We have had a
Yeah.
vision
Now you
breach.
speak like a true general, my lord.
We should go after Veilbridge. They are the ones that have sent my friend and his kind out into these hellish wasteland
Bridge.
to survive in these wretched conditions.
Beyond
If
those mountains dividing this sand continent.
yes, that's the biggest prize here,
Lord
and it would be
Ogolin,
justice for all of us.
you are no doubt an amazing tactician, but I'm glad you came to your senses and respect those who deserve to be in charge. You were
Thank
never
you, my
born
lord.
to rule. You were born to lead.
I agree with you, my lord.
So, I shall call a council of war tonight and to begin to plan our onslaught on this kingdom so called. The sand rats are not to be in our way, or
I
they too
look
will
over to
be exterminated like the vermin they are.
I look over to Calduin.
Respectfully. As he kind of
And
he says that and then looks towards Caldo and just says respectfully.
I glare back,
And
but I keep quiet.
I look over to Calduin, and I'm like, that shouldn't be a problem, right?
As long as you get Tobin's family out.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. You should probably spend.
I'm gonna. So It's getting late, so I'm not gonna yell this, but for Tobin's gonna be like, absolutely not. The people of Valebridge have done nothing wrong. The Queen is very much corrupt. You've shown me this well. But that is my kingdom that I hail from, and I will absolutely. I've seen what happens to the civilians of the people that that Count Vragos's men are doing. Those were not warriors, not all of them, anyways, and neither are the people of Valebridge. And I will not see them meet the same fate that Calduin's people have met.
Civilians shall be left unharmed.
No.
That's not a
Losing
promise that I
grace
believe that this man can keep.
to
Wounded,
demand
old, and
me
children.
of my right.
Your right to what? To kill?
Kill to rule, whatever Lord Anghor demands. One cannot root a plant to remove a parasite. One must burn the entire crop.
And who are you to judge what is parasite and what is not?
If only you knew. If only you knew the history of your people.
And what of mine? What has Valebridge done to deserve this next step of action?
What is a target in the drive of innovation, of expansion? Lord O'Golan proposed a target. I don't think that is a problem you should bring up with me. I ask you once more, Lord O'Golan. You can make your own peace if you decide. Or you could respect those who rule and their judgment.
I respect those who rule, my lord. And I believe we should be on the front lines of the battle.
Weak. Your brother would have challenged me if he had a problem with the way I ruled. You bend like frail grass in the hills. You have no spine, Lord O'Golan.
I mean, technically speaking, if he didn't have a spine, he wouldn't be standing up right now.
I'm gonna
Just saying.
I'm gonna smack Yonatan and say, "Shut up."
Ow!
Don't mind them, my lord.
My patience wears thin, and I proposed an ultimatum. Calduin of the Sand, if you wish your people to be spared, give your life. I will
Muted.
not have an outcome without sacrifice.
You're muted.
Sorry, forgot to put my headphones up. What of Valebridge?
What of the north? What of the east? What of the south? You claim a darkness to come, yet you save the petty strands of wheat. What's a colony, a kingdom, if you're so afraid of a darkness consuming all of it? You are conspiracy theorists and weaklings and liars.
Until we're right.
Until you die.
If
Death
we're
doesn't have
dying,
that many.
so are you from this darkness, buddy. Oh,
You
sorry.
claim to trust the insight of this Arcanos so much. Why is that? Excuse me for not knowing the history of your people.
I understand your confusion and respect. Arcanos, the purple dragon, the master of Arcana, who's also among our people, more commonly known as the Keeper of Fate. Whatever Arcanos decides, you live, die, grow, sick, starve. I cannot question the Scroll of Time,
And
nor the Keeper of Fate.
wait, so is he calling Arcanos the Scroll of Time, or is he referring to something else?
Um,
He's calling
to
Arcanos,
explain
I'm
more
pretty sure.
plainly, the Scroll of Time could be uh almost in like the encyclopedia of all the multiverse timeline. If you
Okay.
guys have seen Loki,
Right.
the Scroll of Time is kind of more commonly known as just things that are laid out, things that are, things
So
that
he's not
were,
saying,
things that are supposed to happen. That is the Scroll of Time.
and he has appointed you the person to uphold this fate?
I cannot disagree with what has already happened, Sir Knight.
We're not talking about what has already happened. We're talking about the present and the future.
What is the Everdark in past was created into a realm as of why the gods have no longer connection to their own creations, is that they are destined to keep this fucker at bay, and I don't see them here, do they? Do you? Do any of them?
My lord.
He is gone. He is a dark shadow in past and nothing more.
You don't want to believe us. Fine. but I have seen things. I have been shown things. Something is coming. Whether you like it or not, it will wipe out everything. No matter what you say on this stupid war. And then I turn into my wraith form. Let this be a warning. Let this be an omen. Your demise is coming.
How does he get to disrespect this lord, but not me?
Um,
Because he's the one being threatened with death, not you.
yeah.
Demon of the Wastes, hold your tongue. Your master was banished long before the Avatar. Now, Lord O'Golan, hold your friends' tongues and be gone out of my castle, and I shall continue my war as I see fit. And if you want to change that, you know the right. You know the rules. Stop me if you want, or join me if you want.
Very well, my lord. I will hope to see you soon.
Weak. Get out of my sight, before I kill you all now.
Um, I'm gonna turn to Caldwin and be like, "Does leaving seem like an option to you?"
Let's go.
Leaving?
Like,
It's a war he want. It's a war he will get.
I'm not
Are you
sure
saying
I'm
that hushed or out loud?
I'm saying this out loud.
Calduin.
And as you guys are walking towards the exit, you hear Count Regos call once more. And a war it shall be, not on your sand rat village, nor on your kingdom.
let me,
Everything.
as we are leaving, and let me ask this: Are you the aggressors of this conflict?
Does it sound like he's the aggressor?
Yeah, but I want to hear it from him.
Show them out. As the guards begin to, like, as they outnumber you at least 20-5, the guards begin to form a semicircle, kind of closing in the gap towards the door.
Question, is it just the temple that's here, or is it the city as well?
As far as you've seen, just the temple so far.
Okay.
Great heavens, it's about time.
That is not how I thought that was going to go. He is more unreasonable now than when I left him.
You have a plan to fix this?
I thought it was putting it on a bigger target than the Asherati, but I guess it didn't go the way I thought it
Are
was.
we out of the building at this point? Like, did they escort us out?
Yeah, you guys, as
Okay.
the group of guards kind of closed the semicircle in, you guys exited your way out the doors, and the doors kind of closed behind as you guys the guards eyeing you on the balcony as you guys are descending down the stairway having this conversation.
Do I recognize any of them though?
Not from their attire. Not from their attire. The drow guard attire is meant to be uniform and not to be able to distinguish any features from one to another.
Gotta love suppressing individuality. Very warmongering.
As I'm leaving, I whisper a druidic curse under my breath.
Well, Orgolan, your father is as arrogant as they come, and
Don't you think I already know this?
I hope you
I've spent the last
understand. Yeah, and I
few
hope you understand
years.
that we can't allow them to shed more blood on the Val'dune, the Val'dune.
Well, my plan was if we were going to attack Vale Bridge, was only to take out the guards and capture the castle.
That's not. Have you seen the old
But
and the young in that hospice?
yes,
My father and my friends live in that kingdom,
that's
and they
why
would have
I
to
wanted.
march through their
That's
towns to get to the kingdom, and they would not just let them march through, and
that
they would not your people would not spare them.
that's why with us leading, I would only tell them to kill the gods and not the people.
That's naive, Orgolan.
And
You've seen
I
what they
was
do.
also I was also going to have us go to your family and tell them to get out of
Everybody,
town.
One family does not save
yeah,
hundreds.
everybody in that town is my family. It doesn't matter if I'm not blood related to them. I grew up with those people. I bought dairy from their stores. I bought bread from their bakers. I sold weapons to their people. They are all my family, and I'm not. Then that was not an option by any means. As much as it's not an option to let them spill more blood as the on the Val'dune, and I look at Calduin.
If what?
Then we get everyone out
We
You
can't
think
before
do
a
that
they
in
group
come.
of
time.
5 people that look like us would be able to convince the kingdom? We are traitors in that kingdom. They would never listen to us.
And if the royalty are back, the guards will just attempt to kill us. There's no difference on what we do. We need to stop
That was
this
not a valid
royalty.
option.
I take my revolver and shoot a shot into the air, trying to gather attention.
That doesn't.
What?
It doesn't matter if Valebridge is attacked, or if the Ashen Sea is attacked, or these people are wiped out. Orgolan, you have seen it. I have seen it. Something is coming. Something is going to wipe out Valebridge. We must be ready. Nowheres is safe. Every vision, every dream we have seen has come true. You know it, I know it. That worm that came out in the middle of our dream, it is bigger than any of this. Yes, I declared a war on them, but it was inevitable. That
I
thing
know.
is coming, and we must prepare.
That army would be very useful in fighting the Everdark if we could manage to take control of it.
That's
Right.
one reason I wanted my kind on our side.
Yeah,
Your
but that's
father
But I
is
also
stubborn and reckless. If you want that army under your control, you're
yeah,
going to have to kill your father. Otherwise, it will be complete bloodshed on either side, and we lose a valuable resource.
In the vision, would we know exactly? Well, would I know exactly where it would appear?
Which?
big old worm.
The
No
worm thing.
idea.
No. Okay.
No, you tried to reminisce on the dream the morning after and try to distinguish where exactly the worm emerged from, and you couldn't make sense of it. Dreams, as you know, are confusing and elusive, and what is, what has, and what might. The lines are very blurred.
Okay, and I would know, like, even like how long we have until it could come to fruition.
No.
Okay.
The only thing that you can distinguish from your dream is the what is, that the Drow and the Val'dune were locked in combat. But from that, no more other than theories and um, memories of dreams. But otherwise, no.
Much as I don't like it, we must use this war to make them see, to make them understand that something bigger is coming.
Do you know of this creature that you saw in your dream?
I have theories. I may have read
Is
about
it
it, but they
is-
myth, legend at best.
but that might be exactly what we need. Orgolan's father's point was that the past has already happened and the Everdark is very, very much locked away. But if we are facing an evil ancient enough to be from around those times, perhaps that could show him that things of old that
But
are supposed to be gone, legends, like you say, are coming back.
but you can't just say. Amrath kind of chimes in.
Yeah.
But you can't just say that. This myth is just going to appear. He's just going to laugh in your face like he said about the Everdark.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
Unless
when we fight
you,
it.
if it just suddenly emerge, you want to bring these armies together and risk more bloodshed on both sides. Like, it seems like there's no peaceful outcome here. It just, from my, granted, I've only lived so long and seen so much, but it seems like, and also like my dealings in arcana and life and death, it seems like we can avoid any death by one, but I just, I don't know. It's it's a confusing situation, and I don't see any possible outcome without bloodshed. But to me, one seems better than all,
The blood
if
of
you
one
understand where
could
I'm coming.
save hundreds of thousands.
The problem
Surely
is
that
one of us can't walk in there and kill him. There's only one person here who can.
I believe that's Orgolan. Orgolan, sooner or later, you will have to face your father in combat. And sooner or later, you will either kill him or he will kill you.
I know.
You gave yourself
But right
some time to
now-
prepare. And
But
now,
right now, I am not in the right mind to fight him. I'm still trying to get over the loss of my brother.
that is all right, Orgolan.
And before I lost him, I was not like I am now. I was a lot more chatty. And upbeat, let's just say. And now that I lost the other half of me, I'm trying to find and get that back.
But we can't let him massacre Valebridge while we wait.
I know.
We have some time to prepare the village for defense.
Hopefully.
If we're even allowed in the village.
Or not. It seems like the Count's first goal is the Val'dune. So, for now, I don't think we need to worry about Valebridge, but I'm not letting you, but I wasn't about to let you switch his focus there.
I do not care what the Val'dune think of us after going to their fortress and doing what we did. We need to defend that village at all costs. I have my heart set. I need to protect those people.
Yeah,
we
we're
need
not
to protect those. We need to protect those people. They are the innocent ones in this.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure a way to get my father to realize that aggression and genocide is not the answer.
The first
What,
part of the body to die is the brain, and I think your father is far too gone to be reasoned with.
Orgolan, your father is as blind as that one guard was. He is not going to see reason. It's pretty clear to me. It should be clear to the rest of you, including, but most especially you, Orgolan, that your father is not going to see reason in this.
or not any reason that we have, at least.
If we had some sort of proof that the Everdark is returning, we would have shown it to him by now. And he knows it. We all know it.
As much as
All we can,
Wasn't
I stated
Kay
this,
one of the ones that did something? Right? Calduin, you know better than me what Kay has done. Maybe he could help us in this endeavor.
The only issue with that
we may not
is
have
I don't
time.
see a way for us to get to New Darien back before, and even if we did, we don't know that Kay would be there in the manor before bloodshed falls, and we can't let more blood be spilled unnecessarily.
much as I stated to this war, I don't want my people in danger. But the only thing we can do right now is head back and train for what little time we have, making sure they can protect themselves.
I agree.
I don't like this as much as you do. But I also agree. We can't let my father do this any longer.
I wish we knew more about everything, really. We learned so your people serve Arcanos as their deity?
Yes.
Or, well, he seems very
And
One
my
of
Arcanos.
them,
father's blinded
but yes.
my fate.
Do your people serve any other deities? Well, Ragnar.
Ragnar is
And
the only other one.
Even without a role or Golan, you know, like the main patron that your people serve is Ragnar, the god of justice and balance. Arcanos, the master of arcana and the keeper of fate, as well as Tyrael the White,
Mhm.
as well as they worship Anghor, who was the god who provided the land to them.
Mhm.
I wish we knew more about what the other dragons, or I guess even their other deities, served for. He often quoted the Keeper of Fate being Arcanos, but we have even personally had interactions with Tyrael, and we couldn't even use it as an argument because we don't know enough about the deities, any of them really. Well, maybe some more than others about certain ones, but I know I sure don't.
We
But
can
that being said, I don't think he'd listen to reason, even if we had a counterpoint like that.
The only reasoning he'd listen to is the reasoning of a sword.
I will consult with Varys once we get back to the village, see if he knows anything. I can contact my. I can inquire with my contacts however I can. See what information I can gather. If that works with everyone.
I
Of
mean,
course.
you can certainly try that, but I don't know. You can certainly try that. Definitely try that. I just don't know if Varys would have any. Definitely, probably not have any sway over them, as they don't serve Varys, nor do they seem to care about the stuff that Varys directly told us about. But maybe Varys will know some way to help. So I guess try it. And Calduin, what was the deity he spoke of for you? Banished even before the Everdark?
I wouldn't know what I.
Um, if there's anything that I've told you outside of what Calduin knows, no. You have no idea what he is talking about. Any tidbits of lore that I've fed Liam, he has no idea what
Yeah.
Liam knows.
I don't know.
Mm.
I mean, dragons I mean, maybe the dragons don't have sway over one another, but I'm sure they would have some sort of knowledge as to the other dragons.
Yeah. I wish I had a way to contact Tyrael. We've talked to her before. Not even possess a piece of her. I'm gonna run my hand over the horn of Tyrael. But I'm afraid I don't know how to do any of that.
Maybe
Do you have
concentration.
fingerless gloves or covered
I'm
gloves?
not wearing gloves.
Hmm?
I'm not wearing gloves. Now is not the time, Willie.
Everyone say hi, Willie.
Hey, Willie.
Hi, Willie.
That's my brother.
Dickhead. Interrupting us. Dickhead.
Sends beat the Bruins 5.
Willie is the bringer of weed, and he's giving me everything in his keef tray right now. He is an absolute fucking legend. Because I smoke a lot of keef.
I don't like keef. Well, I'm okay with it every once in a while, but
I love keef. Sorry, break everyone, as I'm just basking in the amount of keef that he's dumping into my tray. Apologies for the mild interruption. We're back as Tobin says what he said and runs his hand along the blade. His bare kind of fingers kind of almost stick and freeze to the stone as he runs his hands along it, but he pulls his hand away, almost like a lesser version of sticking your tongue to a frozen pole. As he pulls his hand away from the pommel, as you guys continue walking back towards the Val'dune refugees in the Ashrati of colony of Heku. Is there anything anyone else would like to discuss going forward?
You say you have no way to contact Tyrael. Haven't they contacted you before?
The only time that I have been contacted by Tyrael is when I went into the, I guess, comatose state, and she told me about the glacier trials, but that wasn't even directly her, or was Leon, right?
That was Leon, yeah.
Yeah, and that wasn't even directly her. That was a lesser white dragon. But that
This
was
is
still, I guess, her contacting me, just not directly.
this is a possibility, and with the help of your artifact, you could try concentrating on that feeling and maybe establishing a link.
I
It's
suppose I could try it.
Beckett kind of chimes in and says, "Yeah, it's kind of how you attune to magical things. I know you're uh, more of a fighter than uh, an arcane user, but it's how I attune to my deity as well as the cane sword. And so if you maybe tried just focusing on the blade and tried reaching out to Tyrael, she may respond. I'm not sure, but that's just kind of how I tend to do it when I reach out to my deity."
Well, this is the coldest my blade's been in quite some time since it literally froze solid. But and I assume that's some sort of magic, so maybe I could give it a go. Is it do you think it's safe to do here, or should we wait till we get back to the
Get to the safety of the
safety
underground.
of the, yeah.
don't want to run into any more of those things.
Beckett has the cane sword. I have the staff of Varys. You have your blade of material. It should work. I can help you with a concentration ritual if you wish.
That would probably be good. So I guess we'll just continue back there because we decided it's not safe to do here.
Agreed. Let's get to some shelter.
Awesome. If there is nothing else you guys are going to converse about during this journey back to HQ, we're going to leave off for tonight's session. Wow. That was fun. You guys are awesome. It's not, in all my prep, in all my preparation, and all my writing, I can never, ever write exactly what's going to happen. Sometimes it works. Earlier in the session, it worked. Later in the session, you guys amaze me. So, we're unfortunately missing 2 players as 2 of them had to dip out a little bit early tonight, as you saw. V kind of disappeared mid-session as well as Amrath earlier. So instead of having a vote of inspiration, I still would love to turn to my players and just because half the reason I have the inspiration point is because I love hearing my players shout out their fellow players. But this session, I'm going to give everyone an inspiration point, as they're all fantastic and they're all great. Like they all role play. They all like I was almost brought to tears earlier this session. It was, you guys are amazing. But I want to turn it over and just like, Liam, if you were to give a player inspiration, why?
I gotta go with Orgolan. He really stepped up in the role playing and that whole debate discussion with the count was just really good. Trying to find equal footing.
What about you, Owen?
I would totally give it to Calduin um for him just um kind of putting his faith in me to try and save everyone, and then stepping up to help me try and convince the Count to go somewhere else.
1 dead Val'dune. 2 dead Val'dune.
3 that's Val'dune.
Now you are getting the plural and singular of the Val'dune. 1 is Val'dune. 2 is Val'dune. What about you, Tobin?
Oh fuck, dude.
Sorry, I'm so funny.
Let me see here. No. Sorry, I gotta do process of elimination here. Everybody was so good that I just gotta.
Calduin, no. Orgolan, no. Beckett, no.
Just
Jonathan,
leaves Tobin.
definitely
Oh man.
no.
Imreth,
I'm the only one
no.
left.
Tobin, me. Yeah.
I'm gonna give
Um,
Tobin the vote for inspiration.
Can I?
You can also vote me if you want.
I was actually about to ask if I could vote for you. That was a fucking sick section, dude.
You can lucky vote
yeah.
for me if you want.
That was the
That dude.
best
I
all
want. Like,
around.
I was. Half of that was me. Like, who do I vote for? Since I can't. Since I have to vote for a player. It's like that was just sick, and everybody did something that pissed me off today. No, okay.
Who pissed me off the least today?
Yeah.
Definitely like
If
Calvin.
I'm being honest, I completely forgot you're from Valebridge. I completely forgot.
Dude, I was gonna
My
throw
bad.
a fit if I didn't think it was gonna get me killed.
Well, fantastic. What about you, Jonathan?
I'm
Who would you give
definitely
your
voting
inspiration?
Argolan.
Why, my friend?
Argolan, Owen, you've from session one, from start to here at this.
See, numbers are difficult. I'm saying
Yeah,
numerically challenged.
you know, watching your role playing from session one to now, it's a vast difference. Your
Yeah.
combat from session one to now has improved vastly. You become
I'm still basically doing the same thing for combat.
you've become a
I'm not
lot
really changing it up.
like I see you've grown a lot in 22 sessions of D&D playing. I know I have become a way better D&D player from in all aspects just from playing with all of you and watching you guys play. I think Orgolan is the most improved player aside from me, of course, because brand new to the game. But out of the players here, excluding me, you are by far the most improved player at the table, and it's not even close. I am giving you the inspiration point for your kick-ass role play this session. Fucking loved it. Best session we have ever had.
I completely agree, and I think the beauty of the past 21 now 22 episodes is that every episode has been better than the last, and I, as your DM, will strive to make every episode just a little bit better, and I'm adding more things. I've been on a great writing spree. It's amazing. I've been streamlining combat, and kudos to you guys for being amazing role players. And I want to, if I'm pretty sure both Adrian and V are gonna watch back the session. This includes the six of you. You guys are amazing, and I will forever gush about how amazing my play group is. You guys are awesome. You guys are super respectful. You guys are engaging. You guys are create interesting characters, and that's where we're gonna leave off for tonight. If you enjoyed listening or watching today's episode, continue subscribing or following us on Spotify. We are on Spotify. Go ahead and check that out, or check us out on YouTube if you're one of our Spotify listeners. If you go ahead into the description, you'll see Owen's two channels, Ben Fender Podcast and Fan Rantan. You will also see my Twitch, where you're going to see hopefully a bit more consistent streaming now that my internet's better. With Brawlhalla, I'm going to open up a realm with a bunch of our boys, and So that'll be
Subscribe.
streamed on my channel, as well as I'm gonna get a bunch of couple buddies
As well as
together,
my
and we're gonna
channel.
play TMNT Shredder's Revenge. That'll all be all over on my Twitch. Whatever happens, I'm not the most consistent fucker ever. You know me, forever
He's less
unprepared.
consistent than me. And you know,
We've
and
been
for those who've been watching my content, you know exactly why.
exactly. So I just want to say we've been drunk, we've been dumb, we've been the drunkards and dumbasses. Thank you for joining us. Find out what happens next week. I'm super fucking excited to figure out what happens. Thanks for watching.
Is it
Peace.
Tuesday yet?
Oh, honestly, let's steal the Critical Role thing.
Is it Tuesday yet?